Once in a while, take a book and read and learn from others. You might see what to use in your life, what to avoid, or what to do differently. Yes, books hold treasure that transcend time. And today we are going to discuss one of the books that had an impact on me. Hi people, hi everyone. How is everyone doing? How are you doing? What are you up to right now? What are you up to tomorrow? Anytime. I'm so grateful. This is our fifth video, you guys. I'm so excited and so happy. And by now that I'm filming, we are a family of 1 and 12, and I can't wait to have like 150 of us here. So thank you very much. So today we are going to talk about how we relate with each other, how we talk with each other, how we present, how we talk to the audience. And this is all from the book Everyone Communicates But Few Connect. Yes. So this book was recommended by a faculty at our university. And then I was like, let me go and read. So today I'm sharing my takeaways from this book. I hope you stay, and maybe even at the end you choose to read it, because trust me, you will not regret reading the book. My first takeaway is that connecting is key to relationships. You might ask yourself, what's the difference between communicating and connecting? When you are connecting, when you're communicating, it is mainly taking information from one person to another. That is what communication is, or from one person to the audience, or from one place to another place. But connecting involves talking to the person's heart, talking to the person's mind, talking to the person's emotions. Here, you're not telling someone that something exists. You are telling them why it matters that something exists. So includes emotions. And you might say, what does connecting need? Connecting does not need 10 years to happen, does not need 2 years to happen, does not need any amount of time. It just needs consideration of another person, which is going to be like my second takeaway. But here you know that until you connect, then you're not gonna be able to make those friendships, those long-lasting relationships. And even in a business, you're not going to be able to take a business, because if you're pitching, for instance, your business plan or your business idea, you not only need to show people what you're doing, but you have to convince them this thing has value, this thing is adding something new, and sure, this thing is going to succeed. So it happens in every way. So for communicating, it's just giving information, but you are not connecting. You are talking to the heart and the mind and the. This leads us to our second takeaway. The second takeaway is that the key to connecting is to put the person or the audience are trying to send information to first. Get to learn them. Know what do they like, what do they care about, what makes them happy, what makes them sad. Because when you put someone first, or when you try to get to understand your audience, even your audience will like it, because they see that you've thought about them. You're not just talking about yourself. You are trying to see what do they care about. For instance, if you are going to do a kids show, and you try to make it look like 25th people in their 20s, it's like the kids are not going to show up, because it's not for them. So if you want to really know, if you want to really be connect, pull the person or the audience first. This is I want to know you first. Even remember, when someone tries to get to know you, you feel like you're valued. You feel like You are needed here. So the more you put energy to know the person, the easier it will be for you to be able to tell them what they want to, but like to tell them what you want to tell them, because you already know that whatever you're telling them is going to speak to the emotions to their heart, even if it might not be directly speaking to them. But because you've put in energy to get to know them, with time they will like open up and be like, I can listen to you because I know you care about me. The third thing is that you need to keep learning and learning and learning. Be open to learning. Don't let the ego come and cover you and stop you from learning. No, you should be always learning. Like, how do I speak? How do I walk confidently? How do I portray like emotions, different emotion in different situations? What does my audience like? What does this person that are going to know better like? Who is she or who is he? Because if you stop learning, it's like you have stopped exploring. And if you stop exploring, you're going to blink the same you without something new. It might be boring to the audience or boring to yourself, and it might even drain confidence in you, which will even stop you from going. And then you're going to just go for communicating, just giving the emotions. I don't care what happens. I don't care if people cares. I don't care if it impacts someone, because I don't want to go deep and keep learning. But keeping learning is really something good we should keep. The fourth thing, which is for me is very interesting, is the fact that you need to have, for able to be connect with people, you need to have like common grounds. I don't know, but sometime when you are like at a meeting or whatever, and there are lots of people that does not know each other, it's like you do icebreakers so that you can know what do we have in common. When you have something in common with a person, if you know that people, if we are with a stranger, a friend, or anyone that you want to connect, and you know that maybe you love all the same color, like you love color blue, then you can start to talk about blue, why and why. And the more the more you have something in common, the easier it will be to even introduce something new. But when you go directly and just talk about yourself, it is like you're creating a space between you and the person, or between you and the audience. It's like, you don't know me, I don't know you. We are not even trying to find something we share. Like, wow. If, for instance, you are a student, you are going to talk to other students, you can talk about, like, oh, so you guys, do you know, like, the sleepless nights that we spend while we're studying? And they're going to relate to you. So it's like when you're finding the common ground, you want to be able to relate with the other person. Last but not least, remember that connecting is about others. We talked about it like in the second point, that you need to put the other person first. But here, what I'm saying is that you need to know what I'm giving to these people, or what I'm saying to this person. Is it really variable? Is it something that is adding value to their life? Is it something, if they already knew it, is it something they're really interested? Like, and also know what is the attention span? What makes them get bored? As we said, if you're making like a kids show, and you try to not do things that kids like, and you try not to see that they have the small attention span, and you just go and do whatever, people will not, the kids will not come and see, because you're not putting them into constellation. So connecting with people, it's a friend, it's a stranger, or as I kept saying, it's an audience, like you have a presentation to make, just think about, how do I make sure people are not getting bored? If they get bored, what do I do? Because you have to be ready. Otherwise, So you guys, I love this book. I read it and it was very beautiful. It is called, again, it is called Everyone Communicates but Few Connect. If I could just make my own title, it would be like, Everyone communicates but few make impact or few influence. In short, we talked about 5 things that we can take away. The first thing is that connecting is key to making relationship that matters, that impact and influence. Again, for connecting to be successful, you have to put others first. You have to learn your audience a lot and get to know them. You have to find common ground with your audience, and you have to keep learning and let go of your ego. And last but not least, you have to see, is this thing adding value? Guys, thank you very much. Thank you again for watching. I am so grateful that you're here. I am glad that we are growing, and I please ask you to subscribe if you have not subscribed, and tell your friends about this channel so they can subscribe and you can keep growing. I am really glad that you are growing, and I know that the best is yet to come. It is for us. And as always, know that Jesus loved you, and God bless you. See you. Bye.